Okay, so I'm live. So in this video, I'm basically going to share with you my experience shopping and being gang stalked on July 2nd of this year. So the first thing you need to know is that I went to three different grocery stores and I was gang stalked surprisingly at all three of these grocery stores. So that's why after this, I'm going to be making another video for you, better than the last videos that have to do with tactics on gang stalking tactics that they use at the grocery store, because they have been more aggressive than ever. And I'm starting to see more and more of their tactics as they continue to have a stronger pattern. So, the first store that I went to was, which I really don't care to tell you because I'm being gang stalked there anyway. So the first store I went to over here was there's like a couple of Walmarts. I went to one of the Walmarts over here, and first thing I noticed is, there's a space for me to park. As soon as I park in that space, it's like someone right across from me getting in the car. Now, some people may say that's nothing, but okay, so let's keep going. I enter into the store. Nothing really seems too suspicious. And, I probably took a little too long in the store because I've been taking longer in the store than I probably should take. Like, I'm in there like I'm going to the mall, and that means that's plenty of time for them to set me up. And they already set me up before I got there. So now I'm looking at different things. The nurses or the pharmacists, I can't tell if they're pharmacists or nurses. They're coming out, they're a couple of them. It seemed like it was two of them following me, which was a gang stalking trigger that I know that they've been using, because I've noticed people in ladies, especially in their scrubs, are like have been following me down the aisles, which makes me uncomfortable because I'm kind of paranoid of people in scrubs watching what I'm getting. So, because it has to do with the medical field, and I just feel uncomfortable with them watching what I'm getting. I noticed some guy in the beauty area, and he's like looking in my basket like really hard. I'm like, why are you looking at my basket? I noticed a lot of people that were just like, kind of getting on the same aisle as me at certain times, like in the beauty section, in the beauty department. Like, I don't know, I just kind of felt like it was more people than normal, kind of crowding around me. And I also noticed things about the products that I would probably purchase. A lot of them were like already opened, uh, or something was wrong with those products. So I was just like, yeah, something's up with that. Also, they're now having like the Middle Eastern ladies are like in the beauty department, and one of the Middle Eastern ladies, well, it was one. At first, it was a Caucasian lady, and then it was like I waited, I went back, and then the Middle Eastern lady popped up in there. And so I asked her, "Do you know where the cotton balls are?" And she's like, "What?" And I'm like, cotton balls, cotton swabs, cotton. She was like, I was like, cotton, cotton. And she was like, "Oh," I got really loud with her, and I made sure that everybody could hear my conversation because I didn't want her to act like I was giving her a hard time, because she was acting like she couldn't understand me, and I didn't want her to act like she was when people act like they can't understand you, they start making up what you said or making something else up. So I made sure I was clear and loud where other people could hear what I was going through. Anyway, so the next thing is you had all the people that were around and it was kind of suspicious. Then you had like some younger people that were kind of like, seeming like they were helping me, but it also seemed like they were, kind of exaggerating or elongating the help. Maybe they were flirting. I don't know. They were on their cell phone though. So I'm like, why are you at work on your cell phone? I don't see how you can be at work on your cell phone. Like, these people are like, I don't know. Like, I just don't see how you can be at work on your cell phone at the grocery store. I don't know. So then I noticed there was a lot of workers. What they've been doing now is because the idea came about that stalking during the nighttime is dangerous. So they started pretending like grocery store people were afraid as well. And so now they're pretending that grocery store people are stalking all throughout the day. I've never seen it, but now if you're being gang stalked, you will probably notice that there are, well, the way they gang stalk me, they have grocery store people. I think it's a gang stalking thing because I've never seen it before. Now they have grocery people, five, six, seven of them out on the floor all the time, but you really can't see what they're doing besides kind of walking around, and they're not protecting the food and monitoring things like that. So I don't know actually what they're doing, and they hardly look really busy. So that's another thing. And then basically they come with the gang stalker. So one of the ladies, there's an African lady, and she was basically, well, that was. Let me get to the other dude. So I said I was gonna probably buy some peaches, right? So I'm gonna give me some peaches, maybe some peach cobbler and whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I go over there to the fruit section and I look at the peaches, and there's a big peach that somebody took a chunk out of a bite, okay, and they put it back right there. So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, this is probably some gang stalking thing, because I said in this house, which I'm pretty sure they have all type of audio devices or whatever. Oh, I'm gonna just go make me some more peach cobbler because now I don't want this one because I'm gonna leave it at home and I don't trust it. Even though my friend's here, I don't trust it. I'm gonna go make some more peach cobbler. Go to the store because I talked about where I was going. He told me of a place that I could go to. So they knew where I was gonna be at and they set it up. And it took me about 30 minutes, an hour just to actually go there. So when I get there, yeah, the peach is sitting there right in the front of your face with a big bite in it, and it's just sitting there. Like all those workers you have walking around didn't see that. So I told one of the workers, he started coming toward that way. There's no reason for him to come toward me, but he started coming toward that way. And so I was like, okay, perfect opportunity. Hey, you might want to check this out. And he's like, oh, yeah, he got it. And he threw it away. I was like, thanks. Thought they were helping. So I also noticed some of the products that I like, they were low on those products. Okay. So you think, oh, well, it's good. Other people are eating it, other people are drinking it. I'm lucky I get one of the 10 that are left. Bull crap. So then they probably already planted that. It's probably old and whatever. So then I go to the next aisle. There's this African lady. So the African lady has two girls who look like they were just playing all in the dirt. Look like she ain't done on their hair in about, 2, 3 weeks. Little girls and parents, they usually do their kids' hair, more often for school and things like that. But I guess now, are they in school? I don't know. So I just was like, okay. Now, her daughters had hair that was like shorter than mine. And I'm going to tell you why this is important. And so I was like, well, it wasn't, like my link. So she had like two daughters, I think, or I think it was two daughters. She goes down the aisle of the frozen section where I was, And she says, "Oh, excuse me, sir." And I'm like, "Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am." And then she was just like, she didn't say anything. She didn't say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean," uh, no, she didn't say anything. She was just like, and then didn't say anything. Okay. I'm like, you have two girl daughters. That doesn't make sense, but you have two daughters. And how can you not tell that, and you African, how can you not tell that I'm a female? So I've noticed that, they've been doing that on purpose. A couple of them have been like, "Oh, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. You really look like a man with all your beauty and all your booty. Excuse me." And I'm like, whatever, bye. Clearly you have a problem. So, because if there's any sirs around you looking like me, baby. Anyway, so then I start going to shop for more products that I want, and I'm noticing things on the shelf aren't really adding up. Things are looking funny. That's fine. First store, let's get past it. I also noticed that all of a sudden I didn't see all these people shopping. As soon as I get in the line, I see a whole bunch of people with a whole bunch of products. Everybody has a bunch of products, food stuff. Usually it's like some people have some things, some people don't. Everybody got their baskets full for some reason. And I'm like, okay, no, I don't think it has nothing to do with 4th of July. I really don't. Everybody has their baskets full, and I see like 30 people on their cell phone. You know what I'm saying? And I know they're recording. Some of those people had to be recording. You know how you got the camera on, and then you like, you know what I'm saying? So I could be recording all this right now, just talking, acting like I'm talking, but I'm not really talking. I'm recording your face, and I'm recording you. I saw 30 people all on their cell phone at the grocery store. Okay. I saw people who was with their girlfriend, it looked like, on their cell phone. I saw, okay, at the other grocery store, they looked like a married couple. They looked like they was 45, 50 years old. She had her cell phone. He had his cell phone when I got out the car, and they was both looking at their cell phone. I'm talking about 50-year-old people. That's weird to me. That is weird to me. That's weird. Like, no, no. And so then, this at the other grocery store. So then I also noticed the lady was, she didn't get out the car. She didn't get out the car. Her husband or whoever he was got out the car. Now, most people know usually men go shopping. I mean, excuse me, usually women do the shopping. But she stayed in her car on her phone. Like I said, she looked like she was 50 something, the same age as him. I don't know 50-year-old women that are doing that. Like, they gonna go get the groceries or they're gonna go together. No, she was monitoring something. And he went in there and I started talking about it. So this particular store that I went to, this was the third store I went to. I went and got one specific thing. They know that I like this. They know that I get this. Usually they say all type of stuff over the intercom. Okay. This one they didn't really say too much over the intercom this time, but I could tell they had something set up with what I wanted. And the ladies, they always come next to you as soon as you get it to make sure you got that product. They got game stalkers waiting to see and make sure that you got that product that they didn't poison. So I was like, there was like a bunch of them right here, and then there was a stack of some other ones back there. So I was like, I don't know which one I'm gonna get because it's suspicious. And whatever, I got it, got home, cooked it, smelled like poison. It smelled like this chemical that I've smelled before that made me feel sick. So all that breaking out and stuff that was happening to me, I don't think that was the house, blah blah blah. That had to do with food, and that had to do with something they was putting in the food. Period. Period. So It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So then the next thing was I was like, I wanted to go get some other meat. They know what I get because I'm a creature of habitat, of of repeat basically. So they had this type of meat that I get set up right there, and I saw that the dude was right there. It seemed like it's deja, like they on repeat. They keep doing the same thing. So they got they got one of the dudes who does the meat. He's like waiting right there, like he was watching me to see if I was gonna get this product. They'll flip that one up, or they'll act like it's only one left, or blah blah blah, whatever. So then they got the other section. They put two of my favorite things out there. I'm like, they don't like you. They don't like me. I don't believe that at all. Why they got two of my favorite things out there? Because they think, oh, you gonna pick one of those. I don't know, but I don't think they like me for them to have two of my favorite things right there. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just like I'm very overprotective because it's a lot of weird stuff going on. Same thing. And then what you'll have is ladies, they'll be talking in the line, they'll be waiting. I had to switch like two, three lines, but they'll set it up still. If you go over here, like I don't trust them, they gang stalkers, they'll have it set up where they'll start bringing the ladies out, like, oh, you can go to this line over here. Oh, no, you don't tell me what line to go to. Or they'll have so many people all of a sudden just blah, blah, blah. And they'll try to redirect you to another part, and then they'll have the gang stalker right there having a whole conversation about something you talked about yesterday or something you were out there doing, trying to get taken care of. They all up in your effing business, okay? Annoying black ladies, Hispanic, and a few white people. But a lot of them are black ladies and Hispanic people. And like I said, a couple of white people. So it's a mess. It's disgusting. And then I went to the other store. Oh my God. I said, I'm going to do this a different type of way. Man, when I went there, it was about 50 old people everywhere. I'm like, I know they can't be gang stalkers. But the way it looked like it was a movie. The way it was like, I never seen that many people like that at the store all at once in that little area like that. And they were doing the same thing too. Certain products that I wanted to get, they were going, running over there, acting like they was doing something with it, blah, 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 and watching to make sure to see which product I was going to pick out. They always put a worker there, whether he looked white and he looked strung out, or he looked white and broke. He, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like he don't have like the morals and ethics that he should have. There was a white dude this time, and he just looked a little something about him. And then you know what else was funny at this store? I seen this girl having the black lady was interviewing or like showing the Hispanic girl around. I could have sworn last time I went to that store that she was doing the exact same thing with that exact same girl. Like I could have sworn I seen because she was a looked like a tomboy, a Hispanic tomboy. I could have sworn I seen this girl the last time and she was doing that same thing, walking her around and telling her about, the store. I'm like, why is she doing that again? Like that's real weird. And now they got more Middle Easterns popping up. They had Middle Easterns at the first store, a couple of them. They had that I never seen them before, but I never been to that store before. The second one they had Middle Easterns at the store. I never seen them before, and they started to pop up. It smelled like a rat was in that store for the first time too. Um, and I never smelled the rat in Kroger's over here before, but now it smelled like a rat. They got more black people. They got more minorities, less white people. I don't even know if the white people are there anymore now. The store smells like a dead radish somewhere in there. Same thing happened in Fiesta. I stopped going to Fiesta over here for a while, went back and smell like it smelled like real fishy. They decided to open one of those meat things, the meat bars where you go and get it, blah blah blah, which I like to go to sometimes, and they couldn't take care of it. It smelled fishy. It stank. Somebody probably gonna get sick. Period. I ate some of the lobster over there. It smelled like piss too. I don't know what they doing. I guess somebody mad and they just pissing all up in the on the lobster. Sorry, but this how I feel. I'm tired. They probably didn't put stuff all in my food. I don't care right now. So it smelled like pee too. Smelled like somebody got tired of driving the truck or somebody was hiding in the back and they peed in the bucket of lobster. It smelled like pee. Lobster don't smell like pee. Lobster smell like fresh seawater or the water. So yeah, it did smell like pee. A lot of stuff starting to smell like pee now. And them cults, those cults, they be wanting you to drink pee and eat boo boo, eat crap. They probably is putting that in people food. You can look it up. People be like, "Oh yeah, it has pee," ha ha, making all type of jokes. Remember, they was also talking about it a long time ago, like saying that pee is good to drink in the desert. I still wouldn't want to drink no pee. I'm just saying. So I was just gang stalked. I just got on here to just really just go on about how uncomfortable I was at the grocery store and how I went to three different grocery stores and they was gang stalking me in each one. I went in one of them real quick and got the hell out of there. And they still managed to do some gang stalking with the line. They'll stop the line, hold up the line. Some Hispanic lady will be like, blah, 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 and acting like she don't know what's going on. And the black lady playing the game with her and blah, 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 blah. They did that in each line I was in, except for one of the stores. Buying time, wasting time, probably got somebody messing with your car outside. You gotta think deeper. You gotta think. Why they doing this? Because you're not gonna stay in here long enough. So they got people planning everywhere in damn near every section to do something to prevent you from being able to do something or so that they could do what they trying to do. Okay, so now, my next video is going to be more important and in detail because I'm going to tell you the grocery, the gang stalking tactics that they use in the grocery store. I think this one is better than the other ones that I have um, posted. So, for everybody who's not going to be able to get through this whole video, because my energy is not just like woo off the wall and all that. I'm just going to, kind of make a list of the things that I've noticed and that I've seen, so that we can quickly get through it. If you're not the type of people or the type of person who wants to literally sit there and listen to the whole story time, okay? So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Eventually, I will put it on chat again, but right now, I want to try to get information out smoothly before I start putting it back on chat, so I can feel like I'm getting um, some of the more important things out to people who are really trying to find out about what's going on. And I'll put the chat on, more for the veterans who, can tell me more things and be the good coaches that they are. So I will see you guys later. Thank you.